What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 4-6 Boys, where we cover everything movie related.
And today, we're flying high with DC's new interpretation of Superman. Yep, that's right. The Blue Boy Scout is back for more. And dare we say it? Better than ever.
Let's get right into it. So the story kicks off with Superman right in the middle of a global conflict. He's trying to do the right thing, save lives, stop disasters, help where he can, but his actions start raising at home and abroad.
And that's where Lex Luthor comes in. Multi-billionaire, kind of an asshole, and a media manipulator. Played very well by Nicholas Hoult, by the way, going from Renfield to Lex Luthor within the span of a couple of years.
And I was very well surprised by him.
And uses political fear to bring Superman down for no real reason, necessarily.
But Superman's not alone. Lois Lane is on the case, searching for the truth. But, yes, Crypto gets his time to shine.
And now, let us discuss the man of the hour, Superman. This is the Superman that true fans, not the Snyder fans, true fans have been waiting for years to see on the big screen.
Yes, we have.
He is a hero. He's a symbol of hope. He is a symbol of truth and the American dream. But he actually has emotional doubt of whether or not he is doing the right thing or not, and is worried about what people think about him at times. Real human emotions.
What I like about the movie doesn't treat this Superman like some god walking amongst mortals. It happens to treat him like a person who has godlike powers, and to be honest, that makes all the difference.
Exactly. Unlike the Snyderverse. Not to throw any shade, of course, but we just gotta call it the way it is. The Superman doesn't mope around like a depressed emo, carrying all the weight of the world on his back. This one actually smiles, cracks jokes, and inspires everyone else.
But the biggest thing, he also bleeds. And that makes the stakes actually feel real. He's not invincible. He gets hurt. He gets knocked down. And when he gets back up, it makes it that much more special, to be honest. Like, it really does.
Now, let's talk about the style. This movie fully embraces its comic book roots, and even the animated series. The colors are nice, vibrant, and clear. The action, you can actually see it in none of that shaky cam mess in the Snyderverse, and it has a cohesive story from beginning to end, and it is not ashamed to embrace its comic book origins at all.
Thank God it's not trying to be a grounded political thriller with capes. It's Superman. You get flying, you get heat vision, you get Lex Luthor doing Lex things, for God's sake.
And you get Superman super blowing things, which is completely goofy, but I am here for it.
And when's the last movie we saw that in, realistically?
Honestly, there's not much that I can think of that they got wrong. I mean, they're just tiny things. Like, the dog may not be correct, but I think it was like a lab, if I remember correctly, in every other iteration. But I kind of understand why, because it's supposed to model James Gunn's dog.
Yep.
Because essentially, it's a personal thing for him, because he saved this dog that nobody wanted, essentially. Other than that, other than a few pacing issues, maybe a few things to be trimmed down a little bit, maybe a little more screen time for Hawkgirl, who was good, I will say, but I just want maybe just a little bit more.
I would agree.
Mr. Terrific was awesome, though.
It's like the director finally realized, hey, I wonder if you can make something emotional and good without it being cheesy. And they actually somehow found the right balance for it.
And now let's give some flowers to David Cornsweet, the actor playing Superman. He completely owns this role. Like, it was almost tailor-made for him. He has the Clark charm, especially, but he completely fits the role of Superman once he gets the cape and the boots on.
And honestly, don't even get me started on Lois Lane. probably one of the better Lois Lanes I've seen, honestly. She's not just a love interest. She's bold, she's smart, and she kind of drives the narrative of the story forward, where she gives a lot of the character to Superman and Clark Kent in this story.
And even challenges him at certain
points. It's very
true.
And
no disrespect to Amy Adams, who played her last, but her character was nothing. Like, you could have cut Lois Lane from the Snyderverse out and lost nothing. She was literally just there. And the villain, Lex Luthor. Man, this villain, he was just over the top, fun, but kind of in a subtle way. He is cold, calculating, and dangerous. Not necessarily the mustache twirling, but he is still dangerous.
And to be honest, he might have been one of my favorite parts of the movie.
And I am a fan of someone who's just a hater who somehow got this position of power. Like, essentially, I call it the Joffrey effect, where some bratty guy somehow got all this power, and people oppose him, and he does not like that.
Yeah. It's to the point where you really start to believe that he could turn the world against Superman with, like, a few really well-timed press leaks. Like, he plays the role so well, it's that good.
If you were waiting for a Superman movie to get the spirit of Superman correct, that spirit is hope. That isn't afraid to be that. This is the film for you.
It's not perfect by any means. The pacing drags a little bit in the middle. There's one subplot where I wish they would have fixed it up a little bit. But man, the heart is definitely in the right place with this one.
We walked out of this theater of Superman smiling, and that is something that we haven't seen in years.
Not for a very long time.
Not for a Superman movie. So, what did you think of Superman? Did it soar for you, or did it crash for you? Let us know in the comments below.
We would love to hear your thoughts, and we always love to hear your thoughts on our videos. And don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you get notified when we upload new videos. We're the 406 Boys. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Travis.
And we'll see ya.